Right now at 5, our Eyewitness News one-on-one conversation with Governor Roy Cooper. He's wrapping up a long career in state politics after 2 terms as governor, 4 terms as attorney general, and before that he served in the legislature in both the House and the Senate. We sat down at the governor's mansion to talk about what's next and what his wife Kristen is a little worried about when they leave life in the governor's mansion. We've been sitting down for these conversations for more than 20 years since you were attorney general. I can't believe it's been 20 years. How are you feeling that the end of your time in state politics is here?
Well, it's poignant in some ways, but I'm also feeling great because you think about the chance that I've had to wake up every single morning for the last 8 years and lead the state that I love so much. It's been an extraordinary honor and privilege.
I can tell you're not in a position to slow down. You're not ready to slow down. So when you look at the landscape of what's next, what does that look like? What are you thinking about?
Well, I've promised my wife, my family, that I would take a little bit of time first in order to decide what would be best for me to do and how I can best serve.
Are you considering a run for the U.S. Senate in 2026?
Everything right now is on the table. I'm going to examine that after a few months from leaving office. I'm going to look at that as one of many potentials that I could do.
You're a big sports fan.
I sure am.
You've talked about the prospect of getting Major League Baseball here in Raleigh.
Yeah.
Could you be the guy to get baseball here to the Triangle?
Well, I don't have enough money, but there are a lot of people who do. And I think people would be interested in Raleigh, Durham, Chapel Hill area as a market for Major League Baseball. I mean, it's the one professional sport team that we don't have. That would be exciting if we could get it.
What's your feeling about leaving this all behind? You're going to wake up one morning, you won't be living in the governor's mansion, people won't be cooking for you, state troopers won't be driving you around, you won't have planes and helicopters, you'll be a regular guy like the rest of us.
So I've been a regular guy like the rest of us anyway, but I'll tell you this, what is will be the most exciting and challenging for my wife is being able to drive again. I'm so excited. I've always loved to drive. I've always just loved to be able to get in my car and go wherever I want. Hadn't been able to do that in the last 8 years.
You're going to be stuck in traffic like the rest of us. You're going to be standing in line at the airport like the rest of us.
And complaining about the government. I could do that too, right? It'll be great.
Governor, thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
And thank you for your service to North Carolina and for making this an amazing place to live and work.
Well, thanks for what you do, Steve. And it's so important to have accurate reporting to the people about what's going on. That's more challenging than ever, too. And I appreciate the work that you and your team have done at WTVD.
Thank you. We had a very nice conversation. The governor said he gave his car to one of his 3 daughters, and he's not sure he's going to get it back. So you might see him at a local car dealership haggling for a car. And look out for him in the rearview mirror. If you see him coming, you might want to get out of the way.
It's been 8 years. He's a little rusty, right?
That's right.
But how fun of an interview for you to get to do, though.
It was. And as you saw there, I've known him for a very long time, more than 20 years since he was Attorney General.
Yeah.
And it will be exciting to see where the trail leads, what is next for Governor Cooper. And our entire conversation, covering a lot of different topics, is streaming right now wherever you stream ABC 11. He talks a lot too about his bipartisan approach to governing, and so some more revealing things in that interview streaming right now.
Very helpful information right now in this political climate.